morning, everybody. You. All right. Hope you guys are having a great morning thus far. This is our Car Chronicles. I am the one and only, me, she, her. I try to stay updated with uh, um, all of the celebrity news and the news. Hello, Melody McFadden. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Linda, and everyone joining. Let me kind of had to devote some time yesterday morning. I just everything that I had going on, trying to finish in as well yesterday. So, it was just a busy day. But I am here. Hope you know as to what's going on out here in these streets, because there's always something going on. Enjoy that. All right. So we got some more. I'm going to be able to share with you guys. So I hope y'all enjoy. All right. So if you guys have been watching the news, if you watch the description morning, you will see that we will be talking about the one and only, the controversial, honey. That's what I'm going to call her. She's very controversial. Controversial Christian, so they say. Kim Burrell in the damn news again, y'all. I said, Lord, she just can't win in these streets. If she just keep her mouth shut, and if she gonna open her mouth, just sing. Stop talking, girl, because every time you open your mouth to speak, you steady putting your foot in your mouth, girl. Like Kim Burrell, stop it, girl, stop it. Now, you done been caught out here saying so many things that's ungodly. So many things that's ungodly. And people are, they're sick of her ass at this point. They're sick of her. They are sick of Kim Burrell and her mouth and how she continues to say things that is unchurch-like and uncouth. All right, now she did an appearance, and she's doing several appearances different places trying to fix her image, because she has once again stuck her foot in her mouth, and people are just, they're not feeling her. I don't know if the church folk ain't calling her to be doing appearances as much as they were doing prior to her sticking her foot in her mouth once again. Excuse me. Throat is dry this morning. Lord. Okay, I'm back. But she appeared on Tamron Hall show, okay, to I guess do some promo and some fixing her image, as they call it. All right. Now she sat up there on the panel with Tamron Hall. She had on these big old thick black, some kind of designer glasses. It was just it was giving too much. I think really it was a distraction to what was really going on with her. All right. She had on this looked like some kind of orange and black looking weave type curly hair or whatever. She was looking, yeah. But anyway, she got on Tamron Hall's show, and she was coming for Tamar Braxton, and she also alluded to some stuff that she felt that Yolanda Adams may have said about her. So she decided to go on Tamron Hall's show and discuss it. Now, she let me backtrack just a little bit to kind of bring you guys up to date as to why she's doing this this little tour, trying to clean up her image. Now, as you guys know, she's been called out several times for things that she has said and or done that was not right. All right. Now, as y'all know, she was a judge on the show Sunday's Best, where they go on, where they have gospel contestants come on, and they're doing a competition, kind of like American Idol, but it's the gospel version. Okay, Sunday's Best. If you guys watch it, I watched it several times because I like singing shows like that. But she sat up there on the panel. She was up there with Donnie McClurkin, Erica Campbell from the show Mary Mary, and she also was up there with Kiki Sheard. Okay, they were the judges on the panel for Sunday's Best. They had a contestant, a guy, y'all might have known who he is, dreadlocks. He got up there to when they called him up to come and sing, to do his audition. He was a little pitchy, maybe because he was nervous. You could tell he could sing, but he was a little pitchy in places. While he was doing his audition, he was singing. In the middle of him singing, Kim Burrell was leaned over laughing and talking to Donnie McClurkin and also to Kiki Sheard, which then sparked the contestant, to stop singing, and he checked Kim Burrell. And baby, when I tell you he checked her and he read her, baby, from Genesis all the way to Revelations and all the way back to Genesis. Do you hear me? He read her. He let her know, listen, I have stood in line for hours to come to this audition. This is my dream. This is something that I have been trying to do for a very long time. And then I get here. He said, I spent my last dime to get here to do this audition, and then I get here and you don't even, he was talking directly to Kim Burrell. He said, and you don't even pay attention to me. You don't even acknowledge me standing up here, and then you sit back there and you laugh and you talk. And he said, and then you wonder why people stay talking about you. I mean, he went in on her to the point to where Kiki Sheard, her mouth was open like, Donnie McClurkin was looking dumbfounded. Kim Burrell was sitting there. You could tell that it was really, he was really digging in her ass when he went in on her. And when I tell you, everybody was talking about it. Everyone was talking about it. I said, Lord, Lord, Lord. So, and then most recently, Kim Burrell was in the news because she was at some church function where a pastor hired her to come, and she was supposed to be singing. Okay, this is what she is known to be doing. When they hire her, they book her. She's booked to come and sing at different organizations and or churches, all right? She got to this particular church, and she got up there and start talking as she normally does, which I said, oh Lord, here we go. This girl got up there talking about people with PPP loans. Maybe they can't afford her because she's too expensive. She started calling people in the audience ugly. She was talking about people's hair, talking about people being poor and living in trailer parks. Like, she really went in, and it was just so distasteful for her to be the type of person and having the representation that she's supposed to be representing, which is God. You know, to be a Christian, they say you're supposed to be Christ-like. She was not being very Christ-like, and people were just very offended by what she was saying. Okay, she got up there and she had that better than attitude. And then when it kind of hit the media as to what was said, like I said, people were offended. But then, you know, different bloggers and everybody picked it up and was talking about it. So then she goes to her lawyer. She starts lawyering up and doing this whole campaign as to say people better not come for her. They better not be speaking on her, or she's going to get her lawyer and do cease and desist. She's going to be suing if people mention her and misrepresent her, because she has to protect her brand. And I'm like, I feel you on this protecting your brand, but you are destroying your brand because you're running your mouth and being very ugly. Okay, now let's go ahead and talk about her on Tamron Hall. I said, Lord, I'm so sick of this damn Kim Burrell. I'm so sick of her. I said, ever since she done had this damn gastric bypass, she is starting to feel herself. She really thinks that she's the shit out here. She really thinks so. She has a beautiful voice. I have followed Kim Burrell's career. As y'all know, I love singing, honey. Anybody that can sing down, I'm here for it. Kim Burrell gives me chill bumps when she sings, but when she talks, it's a total turnoff. She got on Tamron Hall's show, and she said to Tamron Hall, they were talking about Tamar Braxton, and they were again talking about, like I said, Yolanda Adams. She said, some of the names that you mentioned, she was talking to Tamron Hall, she said, I would have expected to hold them to a higher standard. She said, I was disappointed because their public display versus their displays backstage is two different things. So she's trying to be like Yolanda Adams is living a double life. That's kind of what she's trying to say. All right. And she also went as to say that she said, I'm not going to do what they've done to me. So she said, I feel that Yolanda Adams could have picked up the phone and called me, since we're both from Texas. She said, we're both gospel artists and we're in this gospel game together. And I feel like Yolanda Adams, if she had an issue with me, she should have picked up the phone to call me. And I'm saying to myself, and the same goes for you. You get on a public platform. I'm sorry, I can't even talk this morning. You get on a public platform and you try to tear her down and call her out when you could have picked up the phone and called her too if you felt a way about it, versus addressing her on the Tamron Hall show. Okay, that's what I'm feeling like. Now, they never did get into what was said, what Yolanda had to say, you know, because Yolanda has a morning show. You know, so she probably said something on her morning show. They didn't get into the logistics of what Yolanda said. But y'all already know Tamar Braxton, and I love her that way too. I love her down. She has a beautiful voice as well. And y'all know she's messy as hell. Tamar is messy as hell. When she's not singing, she's just like Kim Burrell. Kim Burrell called Tamar out, but she acts the same way. Y'all seen plenty of episodes of Braxton Family Values. Tamar is messy as hell, but baby, when she sings, she owns the room. Just like Kim Burrell. Kim will own the room when she's singing. Not so much talking though. So, Tamron Hall, baby, in the midst of Kim talking, Tamron Hall cut her off and said, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm gonna have to stop you right there, Kim. She said, because, first of all, Yolanda Adams is my friend. She's a very good friend of mine. And she said, and I'm also from Texas. That's what Tamron Hall told Kim Burrell. So Kim Burrell kind of sat back in her seat like, oh, snap. You know, because Tamron, she was looking real serious. Like, I'm not going to sit here and let you talk about my friend like this. Okay. She says that, she said, I can't allow you to speak on her and say something about her. She says that I'm from Texas and, you know, at the end of the day, this is a situation that you and her need to handle, you know, like in private versus coming on my platform to try to address it. Because she's not here to be able to speak for herself. That's what she was pretty much saying. And that's when I gained a whole nother respect for Tamron Hall. If you are my friend, I'm going to say this. If you are my friend and you are in a room with someone who is speaking negatively and or coming for me, and you don't speak up as to say, hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. Caramel is my friend. First of all, let's start there. Caramel is my friend. I deal with her. I F's with her the long way. I cannot allow you to speak on her and be negative when it comes to her. She's not here to defend herself. So I'm going to have to ask you to refrain from saying anything about her, or I'm going to get up and leave. That I can respect, because that says to me that you're a true friend. You're not going to allow someone to tear me down at their, you know, at my expense. So I have the utmost respect for Tamron Hall for that, because she shut that down. And she let her know, whoa, whoa, I'm from Texas too. Because Kim was saying, I'm from Texas. Yolanda's from Texas. She should have picked up the phone to call me. And I said, you got a problem with her? Why you couldn't pick up the phone? It goes both ways. It goes both ways. If you felt like she said something that was sideways about you and you felt a way about it, pick up the phone and call her. Why are you talking about it on the Tamron Hall show and Yolanda is not here? I have never heard any type of negative scandal whatsoever in the media about Yolanda Adams, ever. But we have heard several scandals with Kim Burrell. We just have. We have. She was in another church, y'all, where she was calling, where she was saying that big women are stinking. I'm like, have you forgotten, ma'am, that you used to be big? Have you forgot that you were almost 400 pounds, Kim Burrell? I've done this in another one of my lives. I spoke about her in another one of my lives. Because it's just too much. You are supposed to be of the cloth. You say you're a minister. Ministers are not supposed to act in that way. All right, you want to talk about the good book? Caramel knows about the good book. Let's talk about it, shall we? The good book says, love and kindness have I drawn thee. If you want to draw someone, you get more bees with honey than you do with shit. Let's be 100 this morning, okay? I ain't no pastor or no preacher around here, but I've been to church a few times, and I read my Bible as well, okay? Yes, I do. You cannot talk about people and expect people not to talk about you, and when they do talk about you, you feel a way about it and want to be on this little campaign tour and what they can and cannot say about you, or you gonna lawyer up and have a whole cease and desist out here when you are wrong. At some point in time, you need to be able to see yourself and stop seeing everybody else. Stop pointing the finger at everybody else and look at your hand and realize you got 3 pointing back at you. You got 1 pointing at them and 3 pointing at you. At some point, you need to look in the mirror, dear. And the reflection that you see in there, at some point you need to see that there's a problem in the person that you see in that mirror. Because you continue to the same thing. You apologize because you think about, oh, my career is going to be in jeopardy. People are not going to be checking for me and pay me to do appearances anymore. So now I better get out here and get ahead of this thing and issue an apology, whether I mean it or not, so that people don't stop fooling with me and wind up, you know, blackballing me. Y'all saw it happen. You saw how they weren't fooling with Monique for a long time because of her mouth. They will do it. If you know that your career is on the line, At some point, watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Same thing with Tasha K. You got to watch how you move out here when you rely on your public platform, and when you rely on the public to feed you and keep money in your pocket. You can't talk to people any kind of way. You can't say things any kind of way. When you need people, you just cannot. And that's the problem I have with Kim Burrell. I have that problem with her because she continues to stay in the news for running her mouth. Just stop talking, girl, and sing. She always do that. When she get up there on that platform and they hire her at these big churches, and she already said it. You know, some of y'all can't afford me because I'm a little too expensive. Well, salvation is supposed to be free. You know, yeah. The Bible says you're supposed to go in the hedges and highways. It don't say nothing about put a price tag in front of that thing. It just don't. And I get it, as an artist, you do want to make money when you go out here to perform at these places. I get that. But salvation is supposed to be free. I don't see anywhere in the Bible where Jesus went around and did any miracles, honey, and told him, all right, that's going to be $59.99. All right? Now, don't put your leg back on out here. That's going to be $59.99. Now, I'm Jesus out here. I ain't never seen that nowhere in the Bible. Nowhere. When he turned water into wine, baby, he did not charge them for that wine. He did not do that. I didn't see that nowhere in the Bible. He did not do that. When Jesus turned water into wine, honey, he told him, hey, boom, keep the party started. There you go. Here go your wine. Y'all going to get your drink on. It ain't going to be no incest wine, because we know y'all don't drink that shit. You know, it's going to be the real deal. Holyfield out here. It's going to be that good wine. You know, I made it. I made it in 3 seconds. This is that good wine that you make in 3 seconds. They ain't have to stomp no grapes or nothing. They ain't have to do none of that. None of that. Jesus was putting on free legs. Giving out free wine. Okay? Yes, he was. Yes, he was. He had disciples and everybody following him. And didn't charge nobody nothing. He done had a whole Last Supper out here. Oh, shit. Forgive me, y'all. I'm trying to fix my phone out here, honey. My little phone mount up here. But yeah. He done performed all these miracles and ain't charged nobody a dime. But you ain't talking about people can't afford you? Who are you? Who are you? Yeah. You want to put a price tag on salvation. Where they do that at? That's becoming new norm now. And like I said, I ain't got nothing against church, but I do have something against church folk who always speak money versus Christianity. You have people who come to church because they are broken, they are going through things, and they get there and you tear them down. Because you are in yourself. You can't be up there in self. You're supposed to act in the spirit realm when you are in church. Now, I've been to church a few times. I grew up in the church. My grandmother is a pastor. I've been around it all my life. I know you can't tell because my mouth is a little too slick sometimes. Okay? I know you can't tell it sometimes, but Caramel got a little church in her. All right? You cannot act in the natural when you are in a spiritual environment. You have people who have put their last $5 in their tank to come to church because they need to hear a good word because they done been through hell all week. And they get there and you get up there talking about somebody's hair falling out. You get up there talking about what somebody done said about you. You get up there talking about something that's so irrelevant at that point to where they don't get nothing. So they done wasted $5 of their last. Okay? They done wasted their money to go in there and hear something from the Lord. And they got to hear you talking mess. So they got to go back home and still feel worse. They felt bad when they already went up in there. So now they feel worse because they done had to sit there and listen to you browbeat them and talk down to them when you're supposed to uplift them. Like I said, love and kindness. That's why he said, come as you are. You ain't got to go out here and get no Gucci bag. You ain't got to go to the mall and get no new outfit. Come as you are. When you get there, somebody might have a new outfit for you. You got people that spend up all their money in these churches. It's not about that. It's It's not about that. And these pastors driving around here in Maseratis and you catch a bus. You can't even pay your lights. You can't even survive and don't have food in your house. And they home sipping on champagne, expensive champagne, and eating lobster and crab cakes and all that. It's not about that. Kim Burrell needs to humble herself. You need to humble yourself, baby. Because you are one fork full, baby, from being a big girl again. Kim Burrell is a mean girl. Yes, baby. Yes. You are still inhaling hot dogs out this bitch. I'm gonna keep it raw. I'm gonna keep it raw. You don't went out here and got this gastric bypass and you feeling yourself. And you're using God's platform to beat his people down. And he has a way of sitting you down. You cannot do God's people wrong and expect something not to happen to you. He's not going to keep allowing you to do that. And people are paying money to her to come and do this. And sitting up under that mess. I would get up and walk out. I'm sorry. I'm not going to sit up under somebody disrespecting me. I would grab my purse, baby, and respectfully, I will walk up out of there. And you will hear a straight up in the parking lot. I'm not going to sit under that mess. She needs to get herself together. I keep saying Kim Burrell needs to sit down, honey, and have some major reflections about herself because she is doing too much. When you start using God's platform to beat his people down, you need to have some self-reflection and you need to sit yourself down. Now, it was said that the pastor that she operates up under had some kind of conference and or teaching and or one-on-one moment or something with her to kind of coach her into how she needs to act on public platforms. And I'm seeing that she need to go back. I don't think he finished with her, honey. I don't think he's finished with her because she's still out here running her mouth. Still. Don't be telling somebody they need to call you when you need to call them. It seems like you have a bigger problem with Yolanda than she has with you for you to go on somebody else's public platform and have to get checked and to say, hey, that's my friend. You can't come on my platform and talk about her in that way if you feel a way about it. Yeah. She be doing too much, y'all. Yeah. Yes, she be doing too much. Be doing too much. She get up there and every time she get ready to sing, and I have watched several videos of her, she get up there and try to do this little comedy skit where she's talking about people. And it's so nasty and so distasteful. I'm like, girl, you really need to go sit down and pray, honey. Cause I don't know who you singing to. You cannot be singing to God when you get up there after doing that. And then she likes to always say after she get up there and browbeat people and talk down to people and offend people, okay, let's go ahead and praise the Lord together. I'm not in that mind frame. I'm ready to go up there and snatch your damn lace front off is what I'm ready to do right now. In the name of the Lord. I'm ready to lay some hands upon you like Bishop Whitehead. You know, he choking the demons up out of them. I'm ready to be on my Bishop Whitehead out here now. That's what I'm ready to do. Don't be telling me praise the Lord together. I'm ready to choke that demon up out of you now. You know, like Bishop Whitehead told us to do. You know, up and grabbed old girl in the church because she was acting out. Yeah. We're not going to be on that. We're not going to be on that. We're not going to be on that. Let's move on past her chapter. Ooh, I can't take her. I just cannot. I just cannot take her. I would have threw her damn lace front like a frisbee across that church if I was up in there. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, Kim Burrell. Let's move on past her. Sheree, honey. Sheree is said to be dating Tamron Hall. Okay? You don't know who Tamron Hall is? His brother, Aaron Hall. Okay? If you don't know who Aaron Hall is, y'all remember the song back in the 90s? I miss you. I'm talking to you, baby. I miss you. Y'all remember that? All right? Tamron Hall is Aaron Hall's brother. All right? Now, Sheree is out and about at several functions with Tamron Hall. Tamron Hall just had a some kind of concert or something. Sheree was seen at this concert front row, like a little high school girl child, like a fan, on the front row laughing and dancing off beat. I'm like, girl, I don't know where you got your rhythm from, honey. I thought you were supposed to be of the African American descent. Where is your rhythm? You have no rhythm, Sheree. Sit down. But yeah, she was on the front row dancing, honey, and Tamron Hall was singing to her, and she was, you know, just smiling like a little schoolgirl. Yeah, honey. And then they showed them backstage booed up. right, she was at another event with Tamron Hall most recently. Tony Terry just had his Unsung premiere that showed. I watched it. It was very good. I saw a lot of stuff that I did not know about Tony Terry, because I am a huge fan of Tony Terry from back in the day. Y'all know who Tony Terry is? When I'm with you. Y'all know who he is. I ain't gonna do no concert this morning. But, so Tamron Hall took Sheree Whitfield as his date to the Unsung event for Tony Terry. So they went together. They were booed up. They were hugged up. He had his arm all around her. Yes. I said, okay. So, different people were asking Sheree, where's Martell? What about Martell? What's going on with you and Martell? She was ignoring people. People continued to ask her about her and Martell. All right? So then she comes to say that she dumped Martell weeks ago. And I said, ooh, it makes sense now. Why Ariane is back in his DMs when she already said she was done with Martell. She ain't fooling with him. And she's liking all of his pictures and or posts that he's posting on IG. Because Sheree has since dumped him and left him alone. So now Ariane feels like she can slide on back in there, which Martell don't want her. He's already made that clear. But, you know, since she is one of his bump recipients, you know, he is going to still slide through there and give her the rest of her bumps that he didn't give her the first couple times, you know, when he was over there. All right? Yeah. So, like I said, Sheree is now seeing Tamron Hall. Tamron, all right? Now, I said, now, whatever happened to this damn that Martell been out here telling people, and Sheree too, that he was supposed to be building at Sheree's house, at the chateau. Okay? So, there's no relationship. And then Sheree, she done got her bumps from Martell, and she done moved the hell on with old Tamron. All right? She's another bump recipient. So, she done got her free bumps from Martell, and she done moved on to Tamron now. Sheree is going to be with whoever, honey's got a coin. Because she has a certain lifestyle that she likes to live, all right? So that is why she's messing with Tamron. So yeah, I wanted to throw that bit of news out there, that she is not messing with Martell anymore, which she should have not been. Why? She was on Real Housewives of Atlanta lying her ass off about her and Martell being together, and made it a point to go in there and say he was so good in bed, all right, like a little schoolgirl. So she is not with Martell anymore, all right? So just FYI, for those of you that care. But, so Martell, of course, he's probably on text IG thought, because y'all know he pay his women to be out here spreading the bumps, all right? Sheree was getting them for free, it looks like, because she has since. I want to give you guys also the news about Sheree Whitfield, okay, out hitting up in these streets, all right? So that is all I have for you guys this morning for Car Chronicles. You guys have a great day. Have a blessed day. Let's get out there and make some major moves. If you guys are in the Florida area, y'all be safe. Prayers for you guys out there with this storm, all right? Love all of my Caramelians. Thank you to my moderators. You guys have done a splendid job this morning helping Caramel. I really appreciate it, okay? Love you guys, love you guys, love you guys. We will be back with you guys. If I run into some more news later on today, I will definitely be with you guys. I will definitely hop back online and give you guys DT, okay? So y'all have a great day. We're going to get off here now, all right? And goodbye.